Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Shows Style and Spirit. I am Ebony, of course. And as you can see from the title of this video, I will be talking about Wanda's latest live, where she actually called out Arionne and then challenged her to come for her right back if she wanted to. She gave her perspective on a revenge P. I think that she may not be totally clear on Martell's combination of charges versus Stormy's charge and how they differ, and more. So now before we get into these sound bites, I ask that you all please hit the like button on this video, the dislike button, either one of those work the same, meaning that YouTube will recommend this video to more people who enjoy discussing the various topics surrounding Love and Marriage Huntsville. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. I would definitely love to have you. Everything that I'm saying in this video is alleged and just my opinion. And the Copyright Act of 1976 says that my fair use commentary on these sound bites are allowed for criticism. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, Wanda, she opened up her live with saying that a blogger allegedly threatened to call CPS on her regarding the kids that she cares for. She is an adoptive mother to them, and she heard this information on another blogger's channel where he released the recorded conversations, or the messages, I should say. They were like voicemails, allegedly, that the blogger left for Miss Connie, Kiki's mom, and allegedly Kiki's mom forwarded those messages to the blogger and he released them. That's how Wanda was able to hear the blogger talking about her. Wanda explained that the Alabama equivalent to Child Protective Services is DHR, and she even then proceeded to give the number to DHR. She said that, the state is clear on how well she takes care of the children, and she's very confident that, any false reports that she can overcome, basically. So she also said that the idea of calling DHR or CPS was a result of being a fan of Melody. And I just want to say, and I've said this before on previous videos, Melody Cherie, she does not in black and white explicitly tell any bloggers or fans of hers to show up anywhere or to call any companies or any entities or departments. She does not tell her fans to do things specifically, especially harmful things. These are choices that these adults are making. And they may say that they're doing it in the name of Melody, but it is not anything that she has asked or required. And the opinions that us content creators have are independent of Melody Cherie. I definitely want to say that. Now, of course, I don't think that it's cool for any false reports to be made by, if anyone were to do that in any scenario, not just regarding the cast or former cast members of Love and Marriage Huntsville, but just in any scenario, of course, that would be unfortunate. Definitely no one will want that to be done to them. And so I would just encourage everyone, if you don't like a person, you can just steer clear from their path. Don't make any false reports or involve any law enforcement agencies or anyone who can make very serious decisions about someone's household or livelihood. Just contain your dislike for someone simply as a dislike. Definitely it can, and then it can just stay there, just in my opinion. Now, then she also spoke about, the subject of Marceau cheating. And Wanda said that there was a point where she did not like Marceau based upon the things that he would say. And she said that as Marceau got older and matured, he did get better with the things that he would say. She said that they're cool now, she didn't say explicitly, oh, we're super close, but their relationship has gotten better. Now, she definitely wanted to make it clear that she was not the first person to speak on whether or not Marceau was cheating.
I don't want nobody to allow me to say, oh, well, you said this or you said that. No, I did not. Everything I said, I got it from somebody on that damn show. Even with the kids, I got it from somebody on that damn show. So quit playing with me. Quit playing in my face like I'm saying this. I don't have to lie. And I'm going to take over. I took over from there because what you're not going to do is play on my daughter. You're not going to play on my damn daughter. You're just not going to do that. So with Marceau, when I first came on that show, I said, even at the reunion, I said, maybe he probably did it before they got married. He probably did when I did cheat before they got married. Because I heard he was a dog. And it wasn't no goddamn cute dog. So my thing was, I heard he was a dog back in the day. And I said then, he probably cheated on her. Cheated during the time that they was together, but not married. Not married. Together. You better get all the play you can get. Like I told my husband, when me and him got married, you better get all the play you can get while we still just together. Because when I tie that fucking knot, I'm gonna tie something else too. Period. And I'm telling you, play with me if you want to. Play with me if you want to. So that right there was the end of that. I'm straightening that right there out. I was not the first one talking about Marceau was out there cheating. I laid it on, and I kept it going because at that point I didn't like Marceau. I still don't too much, me and him cool now. We're in a better place, but hey, it is what it is. So don't play with me on that. Do not play with me. I'm telling y'all, I never accused that man of doing any fucking damn thing. Because my daughter probably would have been gone a long time ago. She would have been gone, y'all. She would have been gone. So that was that. And the next thing, let me tell you the next thing I wanted to talk about. While I'm on that, should I go ahead on and talk about Martell? Let me say this right here about Martell.
Okay. So before we get into what she says about Martell, she was saying that she was pretty much giving her commentary or responding to Martell saying, Marceau, you talk about me cheating, but you've been with 20 women. We know that famous quote, that scene from season 1 of Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 1 or season 2, I believe season 1. And Wanda even took it back to season 1. She talked about when Kimmy and Maurice got married in Miami. We all remember that, right? It was on the boat. And she said she flew to Miami. She said she was late, so she missed the bachelorette party. And she said, you all remember the scene where I sat down with Tisha and Marceau and we had dinner. And I was like, wait a minute, where is your wedding ring? So she was giving that example to say she just responds to what she's given pretty much. And she was saying, I did not care about being on the reality TV show. I was giving my real raw reaction. And then she was saying that, she never spoke first about Marceau allegedly cheating. She had that doubt in her mind after Martell made the 20 women comment. So now in that same soundbite, she's going to segue into Martell. And this is when she is going to, Arionne's going to catch a stray, if you will. And she's going to talk about, interactions that occurred before the show even ever started filming.
Had the destiny to go out and say that Tisha was a hoe. I don't know, did he call Tisha a hoe? Did someone send that to me or whatever? But someone applied told me, bitch. Bitch. You got the biggest hole that is. Come for me, Arionne Curry. Come for me. I will be waiting. Baby. You got the biggest bitch. Not one of them, but you got two of them bitches. Two of them. And I meant what I said. You got two of them. So, what I'm going to say is to Martell Hope, if you got anything on Marcel Scott or Latisha Scott, bring the paper. Bring the paper. You've been lying on this man from day one. You said he had 20 women. 20, okay? Not one, not two, not three, but 20. Know what that is? A 2 and an O. You already number 4 or 5. So was you talking about yourself with the 20 women? Or was you talking about... Or was you talking about really 20 women? I'm just being curious. Who was you talking about? Because you're number 4 on the show already. You're on number 4. I don't have to call their name, do I? I don't have to call their name, do I, Martell? And then I heard about the other woman in the street, too. You know, I know. So that's really number 5. You got 15 more to go. 15. So, I'm just saying. Take a seat, Martell. Take a seat. Just take a motherfucking seat. I'm just waiting on you to come out with that at the reunion or wherever you coming out, whenever you come out. In 2 more weeks, I'm going to be waiting. I'm going to really eat your ass alive. And I'm going to bring out everything I got. Everything I got. You know I know Huntsville very well. I know Huntsville very well. She's been in Huntsville now, what, 24 years? 25 years? I know Huntsville very well. Very well. So don't play with me. Do not play with me. Martell, you've been going up and down that street for a lot of years, baby. You've been slanging that pipe for a lot of years. And then old girl gonna say, oh, he didn't do it till he met you. Till he met the Scotts. God damn. If I'm not mistaken, it's not alleged either, girl. We went on a trip together and he was talking to a woman on the phone. If you don't forget, do you remember? We all went on a trip together. We went to Florida. And he was on the phone with a woman. Then. That before we even aired on the show. That before the show even came out. Way before the show even came out. Way before the show ever came out. Yeah. He been doing this for a long time. He just found somebody he loved. And when you love somebody, the table turns. So, when you love somebody, the table turns. And I'm just keeping it real with you. If Marcel decide to go out there and cheat, or whenever he decide to go out there and cheat, if Tisha like it, y'all bitches should love it. Period. But, yeah, that's a but in it. But, if y'all say he out there cheating, not with one woman, not with 2, not with 3, but 20, show me some type of receipt. Show me something. 20? You went to my grandbaby, Martell Pump ass. You went to my grandchild on the show. on the show and said you was lying. So that point from that day forward, you was a big liar. That's why.
Okay, so I want to pause it there. First, in my opinion, because I know a lot of people say Martell and Arionne are together for real. I don't even think that it's love, though. I think that he's very comfortable in his situation with Arionne. I think that Arionne does not make him feel insecure. I think that he feels secure with her because she doesn't have as much education. She doesn't have as much class. She's not as articulate, not as motivated and hardworking, so she's not like an alpha female, so he feels stronger and smarter and wiser around Arionne. That's a more comfortable situation. And don't get me wrong, like it's when you're a human being, it's very natural to have thoughts or feelings that make you uncomfortable or insecure. And that's when you tap into spirituality to ask God to give your self-confidence a boost or to help you handle those thoughts and feelings. But I believe what Martell has chosen to do is to be around someone who makes him feel comfortable, because they're definitely operating at a lower level than what he was married to. And I think that's just a comfortable situation. But she did talk about, prior to the show ever being filmed, that allegedly she saw him on the phone with another woman. Okay, so we know definitely he's the unfaithful type, in my opinion, not the marrying type. So that definitely does not surprise me. What did surprise me was Wanda calling Arionne a 304, just because in previous lives, she has almost tried to put Arionne up on a pedestal. When Arionne would go live on Instagram, Wanda would be in the comments. She almost wanted to collaborate with Arionne, it seemed. But as soon as Martell came for Tisha, according to the super trailer that came out this week, now she's actually calling Arionne out, in my opinion, for who she is. She's speaking more truthfully when it comes to Arionne because she is offended now by Martell. So Arionne caught astray. The question is, will Arionne speak out about it? I have a feeling that she will. If she's operating from a place of pride, she's not just going to ignore it and go on about her business, but she'll probably respond back some sort of way, even if she does not go live on Instagram or Arionne or TikTok. She may post some sort of subliminal message on her Instagram stories. Do you think that Arionne will respond? All right. So when it came to addressing Melody, Wanda wanted to say that she talks about Melody not because Melody said on Carlos King's nightcap that Tisha's dad, is in her DM sometimes, but she gave 3 reasons why she addresses Melody. One, when Melody put Tisha out of the Embrace event. That was when Tisha came uninvited. She was like Kimmy's +1. Kimmy was invited, Tisha was not. So Melody asked security to let Tisha know that she had to leave. Number 2, when Melody did not give condolences to Tisha when Tisha lost her grandmother and aunt, season 1. We remember that scene. It was at a restaurant. They were sitting down at a table, and Tisha said that she was mad that Melody did not give her condolences. Number 3, she said that she addresses Melody because Melody brought Kiki on the show. Now, in all fairness, everyone that has been main cast or friends of the show, they have all been adults who, were able to make their own decisions and their own choices. But those were the 3 reasons that she gave. And then she went even a little further in regards to, her trying to judge Melody. So we're going to go ahead and get into that soundbite, and then I will come back with my commentary. And I am queuing that soundbite up right now.
She calls my family being all day in right now because you don't bring nobody else family on the show to destroy family. You didn't give a fuck about my mom and my sister, so what made you think you cared so much about my niece? Me and her wouldn't be arguing if it wasn't for you bringing her on this damn show with this bullshit. With this bullshit. We wouldn't be in odds right now. We would not be. We would not be. Period. And that's the way I feel. And that's the way I see it. And that's the way I'm always going to see it. And I got more behind that. I got more behind that. When me and her had a conversation before we got to the point we was at. I got it on my phone when she texted me, showing me the stuff that people had said and did, and the reason why she was doing what she was doing. I got it on my phone. And that's the reason I always told her, don't do this. Don't do this. But hands up. But I said what I said. I did. I said what I said. And for you and your husband to come at somebody, and bring me a drink, please. Bring me a drink. For you to come at me that way, tell me what you're going to do to me. I didn't like it. I still don't like it. But I'm telling y'all the truth. This is what happened on the show. This right here what happened. Ain't nobody called none of these folks family. I did not go to nobody. I did not go as much as I liked. Oh boy, what his name is, you picked that. You must have already fixed that. Thank you. So, what we got to look at now, and we got to respect my family. We got to respect my family.
Okay. So, definitely, I think of the term, that's a stretch. If that's a stretch, was a person. So I think that it's hugely unfair to blame Melody outright for the distance between Wanda and her niece. They were all adults, again, able to make their own decisions. Wanda has gone live and talked about allegedly things that happened when her niece struggled with addiction, and we've seen like the mudslinging. So that had nothing to do with Melody, and she definitely wanted to be on the reality TV show. She felt like her dream had come true. So that was all. It boils down to choices. So that's how I look at that. And, this is another opportunity for me to give my condolences to her parents and Amin and her children. And I'm very sorry for their loss. And, she said that the viewers, ever since the inception of this show, was all about tearing down Tisha's family. And I just want to say, as someone who has watched reality TV shows since I was in elementary school, I was like 9 years old when The Real World started on MTV. And my parents had cable, so I ended up checking it out. And the viewers, they are responding to what they see on TV. Martell made the 20 women comment. When you go back to season 1 or season 2, and Tisha asks, is there any truth to that comment? And Marcel says, I can't answer that for you. You know, he's never been explicit and said, no, I've never cheated on my wife. No, Tisha, I've never cheated on you. He's never said that on camera. So he really leans in to that myth or that possibility or the rumor. He leans into it. And so then the viewers respond. But I mean, if going back to choices, I mean, they're still on the show as well. They choose to sign on each season that Love and Marriage Huntsville gets renewed, and they get offered the opportunity to remain on the show. Tisha and Marceau, they sign on the dotted line and continue to film and continue to do interviews and continue to attend the reunions. So they're choosing to be on a show that gets viewed by people whom you say have only tried to tear their family down since season 1. But if there was a theme for this live, in my opinion, I would say it boils down to choices. Now, she also spoke on the city of Huntsville and the complaints about Black. And we all know what Marceau said very clearly and Tisha about it, but here's what Wanda had to say.
Oh, it's agreeing with the most of the people that's saying that if it was on Pete or whatever it was, he was wrong, and he should. If you didn't have no proof that he went out there and did that shit, you should have kept your mouth closed. I'm gonna fuck with these bitches out here saying they gonna damn lie to make him look bad. And that's what Martell is mad about. Because you should have never agreed with these bitches about talking about Pond P. And they still ain't. Stormy just about told you in her damn show what happened. She said, they came to my warehouse and they did this to my warehouse and they got me with the same thing she charged Martell with. That don't tell it's Pond P. It's not. It's not the same thing. What's called community harassment. Yep. Same thing. Same thing he was charged with. So make it make sense. Get out of that, Marcel. Don't even fall for that shit. Them bitches want you to fall for that shit. You shouldn't have said nothing. You shouldn't have said nothing. Because I didn't have anything against Martell at first. But if you're going to come for my fucking daughter, y'all know how I feel about mine. And ain't no bitch going to come for mine. I don't give a fuck what bitch. Don't be lying on mine. Don't lie on mine. Don't lie. Because all you do is fucking damn lie. You may tell a lie on everybody else, but you, this particular one, you lied on. Hell yeah, I'm coming for your damn ass. Don't lie on my baby like that. She never was been, my baby was faithful. She been faithful to her man for the past 19 fucking years. Faithfully. Okay? She was faithful to him. So when you come back and lie on her to make her look bad because the bitches you dealing with, hell no. Then to get back on your wife, your ex-wife, whatever fuck she is to you, to get back there, y'all saying, you gonna ship in 6 bloggers, 6. Where are those 6 bloggers you supposed to be shipping in? What they supposed to do? What was they supposed to do? I'm still waiting. You gonna ship 6 of them in. Who was the 6? I know one of them, but who was the other 5? Ann, Black Crazy Cat, Black Titanic. Who else? I ain't calling all them bitches names because I don't even want to get them on clout over here. I am forgive me for calling those two. Well, Ann ain't on there no more. So we know the other bitch that came down here and ran up behind you and had to stay at Hotel 6. Well, not Hotel 6, Motel. It's a different. Had to stay at a Motel 6. Run up behind somebody. I had to stay. That's their sister though. Bitch bye. But I want to know, why was you sitting 6 bloggers to Huntsville. Was those the ones that for me came and tore down Monso them business? Was those the 6? She said it. It's not a legend, y'all. She said it. She said it. She gonna fly 6 bloggers here. So what were those 6 bloggers coming here for? Ever since Tisha been on that show, she been coming at Tisha. There's nothing. Everybody said, "Oh, well, she been holding up the show. She been holding up the show." You know the reason why? She kept doing this shit for everybody to talk about it. So of course they ain't got no other reason but to talk about her. Everything they said, I said about some children, whatever. Whatever I said it on my not my YouTube, but on my Instagram page. On my Instagram page. So how? Oh, we're gonna bring this to TV. We want this to come on TV. We want this to be seen on TV. Everything you do, you bring it to the show. It was not even about the show. It was not even about the show. You brought it to the show. Everything I done, you brought it to the show. Because you want to tear me down. So,
okay, I'm going to get on her opinion about the revenge P and the harassing communications charge in a moment. First, I want to briefly tie up her opinion about the complaints to the city of Huntsville about Black and her trying to relate it to Melody wanting to fly out bloggers. So does anyone remember, it's been like 2 years. It would have been around the time when he sent her the revenge P text. There was an Instagram story where she was like, if there's like 5 bloggers that want to come out, like I have my story to tell. That, I don't think that happened. That never happened. And that was like in the moment, some Negroes threatens you with revenge P. He's going to put out the video of when you two were married and you loved him and you were willing to show your love and allow it to be videotaped. He's going to spray you with that. So yeah, she wanted definitely to tell her story. That was definitely before all of the complaints to the city of Huntsville. Even more, we saw on the show in Marceau and Tisha's confessionals, they said that it was Huntsville locals and community and church leaders complaining about Black to the city of Huntsville. Marceau admitted that he was not cool with any of the church leaders. You know, let's just keep it real. I've said this in a previous video. If he paid a tithe or gave something to the youth department or the pastor's aide or something, I'm sure a lot of these problems will go away. You know, you throw some money at the problem. He didn't say a doggone thing about the bloggers. And season 7 has been the season about going out against the millimeters. So if that's the theme of the season, why would they say that it was Huntsville locals and community and church leaders who were calling the city of Huntsville complaining about them? That doesn't make any sense. And it's because millimeters were not involved in those complaints about Black. And those locals, those Huntsville locals and those church leaders, they really went in on that establishment to be able to get them closed. I don't know what they said, but they said the right things, unfortunately, for the city to actually do what they wanted. Yikes. So now the revenge P and the harassing communications. So I'm not sure if Wanda is aware that the revenge P accusation, it came in the form of a text message and it was revenge P. So that's why it was harassing communication, but there was also an additional charge, DV. And the combination of those suggests revenge P according to Alabama's state law on revenge P. I made a video where I showed myself Googling that and I found that. That's why I was convinced those 2 charges related to revenge P and not like physical DV. As far as them charging Stormy with harassing communication, I believe it was because of the words that came out of her mouth in that parking lot towards Miss Black Titanic. The scenarios are completely different. One is a text message, and the other was a verbal cursing out. But I think that Miss Wanda is definitely totally in the dark about how the scenarios differ. And I think she's definitely struggling to express her point on that. But I just wanted to clarify that. But definitely everything is about choices. And that, in my opinion, is the theme for what she talked about tonight. But I thank you all so much for checking out this video. Please hit the like button on this video, as it is a free way of supporting the channel. And please subscribe to Shows Style and Spirit if you have not already done so. Tomorrow is Monday. I hope that none of you are anxious to face the new work week. It will not be a manic Monday. It will be a magnificent Monday. Whatever you have to do tonight to prepare for it, whether it's lay your clothes out for tomorrow, pack your lunch, or if you eat overnight oats for breakfast, just go ahead and make them so then you'll have them in the morning, just to prepare your day as well as you can. And in the morning, try not to hit the snooze button. Just get on up. That way you won't have to rush. You won't have to worry about rush traffic. And we're all going to have a great day. And I will talk with you all soon, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Bye.